was 4 years old when I got my first gaming console. It was Christmas 2011. I remember it very vividly. It was a blue DSi. My uncle got it for me. And although this wasn't the first gaming I'd experienced, I actually had a DS, which was my sister's that we shared. Um, but I actually broke it because I was taking a piss. Bear in mind, I was 4 years old. I was taking a piss and I was playing the game. One hand DS, one hand stylus, playing in one of the Mario games, and I dropped it. I dropped it in the toilet and it broke. So yeah, I've always had an addiction to video games. That has been one of the biggest weaknesses I've had as a person, and yeah, like it started way back when I was 4. I had, as I said, my DS. And then as I grew older and moved out of the kind of Mario, grew out of Mario games and stuff, I really wanted to play like all the Call of Duty games that everyone else was playing, and I had a bit of that with like a little laptop that my dad had. I was like playing games on that and stuff. So nothing serious. But I remember I was always wanted to like fit in. I was always passionate about video games, but I never had like the PS4 or Xbox, so I always still had to play the same games on the Wii. So kind of childish games for a 12-year-old. And yeah, I can remember in like later years of primary school and early years of secondary school, I really, really wanted a PS4 or like an Xbox just to fit in, because I didn't have any of that, and so I couldn't play any of like the FIFA or any of the popular games like Red Dead or whatever, GTA. And that kind of passion for games still remained in on my phone, playing games like Clash Royale. I was always a gamer. Yeah, I was always a gamer. And that really transpired in when lockdown started. So in 2020, when COVID came around, I knew I wanted to. I knew I was gonna get. I wanted to get a console, but I made the smarter decision of getting a PC, because I had a bit of wits around me then, and I knew that I was gonna use the PC for better things in the long term, and I am. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, so 2020 I got a PC. I became the most typical 14-year-old male during lockdown. Would finish his work, all he could think about was Warzone, GTA, any of the games that was go popping back in that time. But for me, it was mainly Warzone. Literally finish my work, wouldn't do it properly, play games, hop on hours and hours into the evening. That same rinse and repeat for a good, however long lockdown was. That was literally it, and there was no restrictions, couldn't go outside or anything, so it was just in my room, gaming and gaming and gaming and gaming. I went through the phase of streaming it on Twitch, thinking I was a pro. I'd say I was alright at the game, to be fair. Couple carrying a few people here and there, but no, I was never anything special. So the streaming was just thinking I'd make it, but I didn't make anything. And so the reason why I'm saying this is because I want to like convey how addicted I was to these video games. I was just your normal guy, very, very normal guy. Most guys playing video games, it's just a very normal thing to do. And then I stopped playing them. I've come to this realization a lot more recently, even though I've known about it for a while, that like life is the video game. It sounds cringe, but like it really is. This whole thing is like a numbers game. Like it's exactly the same, and it's why these video games are so addicting, because they stimulate those same feelings that we all want. Power, status, winning goals, that kind of thing. Like getting that victory royale, beating those 100 people. Those kind of things replicate those in real life, very like masculine feelings of winning, success and power. Carrying your teammates, leading a team, all of that kind of stuff is very addicting and very kind of, it's why video games are so addicting, because they replicate those feelings that you should get from in real life, but they feel real through the video game. And they get you aggressive as well. I remember I used to get so pissed off. Like, this is the thing, like, guys say they enjoy video games because it helps them relax, but like, they'll be playing a video game and they'll be sitting there because they've oversensitized their brain, and they'll think they're having fun, but they'll just, if something pretty dramatic happens, they'll go, that's it. Just a stupid smirk. Not a fucking burst of laughter or anything like that. The burst of laughter you might get were from voice chat and you saying stupid things in a group call. But that kind of stuff can be said in real life. You know, it wasn't because of the game as such. It was possible, like, but it was very rare for there to be moments where in the game you would be creasing with laughter. And those were good memories. But like those were only like 5% of the time of playing video games would you actually have those moments where the game had you laughing out loud with your friends. So yeah, video games were not fun. I remember as like the raging was, I wasn't that much of a rager, but I mean when I was younger I was a bit of a rager. Like I remember on my DS, this one stupid game, this like Mario and Luigi Inside Story. It wasn't like the actual, it was like some RPG version of it, and I couldn't defeat this flipping boss, and I was on the same level for like months, straight months, and like I would like just throw my DS, bro. Let me get it real quick. I've got bite marks on that thing. Okay, so I still have my DS. I don't know if you can see that, but they're gonna focus. Yeah, on that top there, those are bite marks. Probably like 6-year-old me, 8-year-old me bite marks. Cause yeah, I'd get pissed off. I'd just start mashing my DS. But yeah, I was. This is what I mean. Like these video games, they piss you off. You know, they get worse over time. Like COD, bro. There was so much shit they did in the game that would just make them not fun. But yeah, so I've realized that life is the video game. So all of these things that we were upgrading, you know, when I was playing COD and I was trying to get the Damascus camo, for those that know, you know, just a camo that was like really unique, and you'd get these things if you grinded for like literally hours, probably days of grinding to get a cool looking skin, and then you just feel validated because not many people have it, and it means that you're cool or good at the game. So again, something that I was chasing was the status behind the camo, a trait that you can pursue IRL. But being a kid in the modern world, that was how I got that chase. So yeah, as I'm 17, I've realized that the way that you can fulfill those same feelings is just in real life. You know, like the whole thing's a game. You know, you want to level up your strength. You go to the gym, you play sports, you do exercise, all like these kind of things. You build up your level of strength. And even though in video games it's like, it would still take time to grind to, but it's obviously a lot shorter to get a certain feeling than it is in real life. You know, to get a six-pack, you can't do it in a couple days of hours of gaming. It takes a couple months and good diet and whatnot. So it's like, the whole thing is just a numbers game, because time is your most important asset, and so allocating that into anything will result in progress. So I chose to do that in video games in my childhood, as many others did. But what you should be doing, and what I'm doing now, is putting it into more practical things. So, you know, going to gym, you know, every time you hit a new bench press PR or a new rep range, you know, it's like, it's all just a numbers game. That's like the next level you've accessed. And it's such a good feeling because it's legit, like it's real and it's applicable to real life. You know, if you can bench 80 kg, 70 kg, and before you're doing 60, it's like, that is a feeling of such achievement that is like just so useful. Like you just got stronger, you know what I mean? Like such a trivial thing, but it's like, don't actually comprehend how like similar real life things are to video games. So, you know, this GTA 6 stuff, for those that don't know, the GTA 6 trailer came out. Everyone's been gassing it for waiting for a long time, and bro, it's like they added fucking mechanics into the game so that twerking looks more realistic. Like these video game developers, they're getting OP and making you addicted, because obviously sexualizing video games is a whole nother thing, but you know, doing through small things like this are gonna hook so many more people onto the game, because they don't get that kind of stuff IRL, and so they want to pursue it digitally. And that's the really sad part, is that people use it as an escape from the real world in a negative manner, because they don't get, or they're scared to go out there, so they replicate again those same feelings I spoke about before, but in a digital world, which means nothing, you know. So don't play GTA 6. Again, like GTA is literally the definition of real life. Like all the shit you can do in GTA, you know, getting the nice cars, getting a nice apartment, meeting powerful people, all this, you can do this in real life. You know, it's literally just a numbers game in everything. You know, academics, A star, 80%, 85% in your test result. Money, how much you making per month? 2, 5, 10k, 100k. Again, it's just all a numbers game, is what it is. Just like video games are. Like it's something that's so trivial, but yet no one just realizes that real life is the game. That is the video game, not the newest GTA 6 or whatever. I really want anyone who's watching this video to understand that you can get those same feelings of achievement by just improving yourself. So improving, like I said before, your physical, your social skills, your finance, all of these things, they're things that you should be spending your time on to level up. Because just like a video game, you have competition. You know, in Fortnite, you know, you have 100 guys. Your competition is the millions of other guys your age, right? So if you're going to be part of like the 90% that are playing video games, not actually chasing their real life goals, then you're not going to get the win. Sounds cringe, but it's just like, it's so true. Like it genuinely is so true. So yeah, this is my younger me would have appreciated this so much, hearing that there's more to life than just video games, and that those feelings that you get from video games can be replicated in real life and can be so much more fulfilling, because they're pure forms of delayed gratification, going to the gym versus, you know, quick scoping kids on fucking COD. Like, those delayed feelings are so much better in the long term. You feel so much better than getting that quick dopamine hit from, you know, headshotting a guy or whatever. So, yeah, just realize, I hope you can understand from this video that there is so much more to life than just video games, and that the actual game is life. And you should obviously enjoy your life, bro. I'm not saying play it like a video game, you know, you gotta be top 10, but like, you do want to be top 10, you know? So yeah, that's all I wanted to really say in this video. I just want people to realize that there's more to life than video games. So yeah, don't play GTA 6, you know, don't be playing all these new games. Actually step outside and chase your goals. Alright, if you like that video, please stay subscribed. I've got more videos like this coming on self-improvement. And yeah, peace.